Hey folks, Craig for the Vinyl Record Player. Got a To the Garage with your reverse edition. I'm gonna take some records actually from the garage, introduce them back into the rotation, and we'll go from there. So you go ahead and buckle up. All right, and we're back. To the garage with you. Again, if you're not familiar with it from the channel, this is usually the video that I do where I'm like, oh, bought these records, don't like them, but don't hate them. So I'm going to put them in my garage now to create space. Well, I have a lot less space concerns these days. I'm actually planning to get a nice big shelving unit for all my delightful LPs. But anyway, enough talk of this. Let's get right into To the Garage with your reverse edition. These are coming back from the garage after sitting for, let's just say, quite a bit. 1977. Never really got with this one, but this is Danny Kirwan. Originally was in Fleetwood Mac, actually, for really the key Peter Green period, and also, I guess, the first part of the post-Peter Green period. Obviously, after that, he's got a couple of solo albums. This one's the one from 77. Danny's looking good. He's looking good. Not a great story on Danny. He unfortunately ended up kind of being homeless for a bit, some mental illness issues. Obviously, the original Fleetwood Mac, a little haunted by the mental illness issues. Certainly, Peter Green had issues all through the 70s and 80s. But anyway, this is an interesting LP. I don't remember particularly being excited about it, but I'm going to give it another listen. Danny Kirwan. Is this just it's just a self-title, 77, and this of course is a demonstration copy. It looks like this is on This Record Company. Yeah, no idea, but like I say, it was worth it. Had this for quite a while. Good cover. The Temptations, All Directions, Whitfield. Why are you bringing this back, Craig? Answer: Whitfield, Norman. And also. Looking good, brothers. Oh, come on, you're looking great. Especially this purple suit. Get me one of those in, I don't know, medium or something. Anyway, funky music show enough turns me on. I'm not sure that there's any monster big hits on this one, but it's the Temptations. I have to bring them back after picking up 1990 funky record. I was like, well, this guy should join 1990 in my collection. Now, this is going to be interesting. I found a few of these and over at the Harris Pilton channel, always an entertaining watch. If you've not had the opportunity, check out Harris Pilton, even go into his back stuff. I mean, his back catalog of videos. Dude is funny. He puts on a great show. But he does a lot of 12 inches lately. So I thought, hey, let's do the 12 inches of the vinyl record player. Let's start with a classic. This is going back to my old school days. How about a little bit of EPMD? So what you saying? That's right. This, friends, is a Camaro, I believe, an IROC. If you're aware of those particular automobiles, you got of course, Parrish, the P. You got Eric, obviously the E. I think it's DJ Scratch. And on So What You Saying, which, by the way, you may want to listen if you are a older school hip hop fan. Wow, ripping it on the cut throughout this record. Not much to this. You got yourself a club mix and a dub and a radio mix of So What You Saying. But this is really the track that introduced me to EPMD, and I became kind of addicted. They have about 3 or 4 albums in that era. Strictly Business, Unfinished Business, and of course, I think, was it Business as Usual? Not sure what the next one was, but all 3 of those are very good albums. This, of course, is from Unfinished Business, little 12-inch, So What You Saying. On the same tip, my homies earlier, this is from the Strictly Business LP, I'm Housin'. Samples a little bit of Aretha Franklin, which is Rock Steady. That was back when you could just sample till the cows came home, and it just didn't matter. Beastie Boys kind of wrecked that with the old Paul's Boutique. To be fair, it could also have been, additionally, De La Soul's 3 Feet High and Rising. What broke the sampling situation wide open and made it so that it was impossible was, you know what the Beastie Boys decided to do? Hey, let's sample the Beatles. Bad move, bad move. I don't know if you've ever tried to use any clips on your videos, all you VC members. You ever try to use the Beatles? No, because you would be pulled off immediately. Your video would be gone. Beatles, not taking it. Anyway, I'm Housing is good. Get off the bandwagon. Reasonable. We got ourselves a vocal, a instrumental, and a UK mix of I'm Housing. And of course a vocal and an instrumental of Get Off the Bandwagon. It's more just for having this. I've had this, I remember buying this at a strange store on Notre Dame Avenue in Winnipeg. But I loved it. It's a pretty white city, is Winnipeg. And to find a little place that had reggae and rap and Jamaican roti and stuff like that, I was just like, oh my God, I love this store. So anyway, EPMD. No, this one's a digging through the crates classic. This is on the Idlers label, no idea. But this, of course, is the Jungle Brothers. Might have been their debut single, Straight Out the Jungle. That's something, if you're a rap person or a hip hop person in general, you want to look back on that. Straight Out the Jungle, old school classic, great raps. Mike G and Africa. I think it's Africa Baby Bambaataa was his name. Anyway, old school legends, these guys. This is, what do we got in here? We got the promo and the Sounds of Safari remix. We got ourselves a Jungle remix, the LP version, and of course the dub out of the Jungle. Again, a classic. Jungle Brothers, Straight Out the Jungle on 12. That's right, 99 cents apparently I once paid for this, but I wore the hell out of this cassette. This is a British hip-hop group, actually. The Wee Papa Girls. The beat, the rhyme, the noise. Bit of a classic. I enjoyed the hell out of this back in the day. We Rule, I think, was the hit. Probably the beat, the rhyme, the noise. Faith was produced by Teddy Riley, it looks like here. The big one on this jam for me, being a romantic, of course, Soulmate. Soulmate is a great song on this one. You're not going to see this one very often. But again, I kind of want to hear this again. Like I said, I picked it up for 99 cents after having it on cassette for a lot of, probably the later 80s. What year is this? This is on the Jive label. And I cannot see what exact year this is. But yeah, like I say, it's probably like 89, 90, something like that. We Papa Girls, little hip-hop classic from the 90s. This one actually is found this one actually recently. I think this was also on the Pilton channel, and I think I had bought it and then I put it in the garage. Here it is again, bringing it back. Harris Pilton was like, "Oh, this is the album," so I brought it back. That's about all I have to say about this one. Except again, is that a white suit this gentleman's wearing? I think it is. White suits. They are the new black suits? I don't know. Anyway, they need to be more popular is what I'm saying. Chic. Say Chic. I think this is probably from like 79, 78. Anyway, cool album. Oh, and then of course, I saw these classics sitting in, and I'm like, what? Is that Sade? Promise? From, what do we think, 84? Let's see. It's going to be difficult to see. Is it 87? I'm not sure. That's some small old print. But Sade, Promise. And then, how about a back to back. Oh, Little Diamond Life. Also Sade. This is, when you're in the mood, if you know what I'm saying, dude. Yeah, so Smooth Operator, Your Love is King on this one. What's on this one? This is the earlier one, I think, The Sweetest Taboo. Oh, that's a good one. This one, this one's more, you got the Smooth Operator, Your Love is King. Anyway, who doesn't love Sade? Almost all periods of Sade is, they're all smooth and delightful, much like Sade or so. And Sade's like, apparently she made some sort of a deal with God, and she's like, God, I will never age. Let's go for it. Boom, done. God's like, okay, cool, word. You're solid, Sade. You will look amazing for the rest of your life. I think Sade is probably like, 90 now, but she looks like this. So, yeah. Okay, maybe that's not totally true. But anyway, this has been a To the Garage with your reverse bringing these albums back, and in a couple of cases, again, 12 inches. Yeah, so like, subscribe. You have any thoughts on the lack of aging of Sade? Are you also as intrigued by EPMD during those the initial two albums, Strictly and Unfinished Business? Whatever the case, like and subscribe. And you know what? I'm gonna say that I will see you on the next one.